Hey, everyone, Monster Train 2. Oh my god. All right. So, I have played a bunch of this so far. The demo is really cool. I've gotten it to a point where I feel like I can actually play normal runs, but okay, hello, welcome back. I don't have a series for this yet, and admittedly, I don't think I was ready for this. So, here we go. The first thing I want to do actually is Monster Train 2. If you don't know what this is, it is the sequel, apparently, to Monster Train 1, the game that I've put like a billion episodes on my channel of. So if you like card games, it seems right up your alley. This is on Steam, of course, but most importantly, it seems, as far as I can tell, to be relatively close to the first game in terms of like core mechanics and things. I have played runs, so I've gotten to the demo to the point where there's actually something meaningful here, so I know a little bit what I'm talking about. The settings, I'll go through them real quick because I think it's useful. There is some stuff here that I think is useful. It's like locked in the demo, so I think they're showing it off. I've already tailored audio, so that's great, but most importantly, if you are like me and you have problems with accessibility in this game, or in games like this, you can set the background to be static, you can turn off camera shake, and that's great. The other thing I want to recommend, it's actually under gameplay, there is a scroll while playing cards option. This messed me up a lot in the runs that I've tried so far, and so I have turned it off. I find that this helps a lot. These are my recommendations. You can mess with everything else. Nothing else seems too terribly crazy here, so great news. Now, some things that are not available in the demo, as far as I can tell. There's a good few things listed here. First, the train depot, customize your train, great. Don't know a lot about that. Apparently there's some level of train customization involved. That's about as much as I am aware here, so nothing shows up there. The library, this is your logbook. So we know if you've played Monster Train 1, logbook, okay, great. It's basically your completionist's frenzy of all things to do. And so I'm assuming that they're going to have some sort of sophisticated logbook similar to the existing one in Monster Train 1. We all kind of know what it is, like you've got clan combos, you've got things to do, and so you just kind of go down the list, finish the clan combos, presumably master cards, I assume as well, and some other things. So that's gonna be great. We all love that. I think that's everything I noticed here. There's also, the logbook is visible in the menu, and that's closed up as well. So there's one more thing. We've got a couple more things locked in the demo here on the depart screen. We've got daily challenges. They have returned. And we have community challenges. Presumably this is the same thing as what exists in Monster Train 1, where these can be shared with your friends, and then your friends can play them. It's a pretty core part of the experience, so I would expect it to return. So that's makes sense that this is what that is. All right, and we're going to play a run. I don't have much else to say. I did want to at least give an intro of this. They have given a decent amount of available stuff in the demo, so a lot of things to have fun with. And yeah, so let's click this button and get into it. All right, so as far as what's in the demo that I can tell, just looking at all these things, mutators still exist locked in the demo, of course. Covenants exist. This is the difficulty system of Monster Train, similar to Monster Train 1, I presume. They're using the same terminology. You have Covenant 0, which can be set here. It will be your first run. This is basically your tutorial mode, is the way to think about it. I think the baseline gameplay experience I've always viewed as Covenant 1. Enemies are stronger, add additional random cards to your starting deck. It gives you that initial spritz of randomness. It does say here, additional Covenant levels with higher difficulty are available in the full game, so there will be, I guess, a full suite of difficulty yet again, so great. I don't think we know much about that here, so okay, but at the same time, I'm sure they've got some number of them. In Monster Train 1, we had 25 Covenants, so it could be similar, unknown at this point. But presumably it will make the game significantly harder, and the standard gameplay for someone like myself will eventually be whatever that max difficulty is all the way. All right, we have Some cool stuff. We are shown there are 2 clans available. I've already maxed them out at this point. As far as the demo allows, they go to level 3 here. So we don't know if there are exiled clans, which is something that existed in Monster Train 1. If you recall, there were 2 champions for every clan in Monster Train 1. They, in Monster Train 1, unlocked at rank 5, level 5 of your clans. We don't get that high. I don't actually know if they exist. So maybe they do. We don't see them if they do. Great. We do have 2 clans identified, the Banished and the Pyreborne. I'll read them quickly. The Banished take command of a mobile host of angelic warriors that have sided with hell to reclaim their home. Apparently, we're fighting heaven. So that's great. That's actually in the first run that you start when you actually kick on the demo. It shows a little bit of this. You encounter it a little bit. Yeah, we're in heaven. We're fighting heaven. It's great. So we've defeated hell, and now we're going to heaven to kill God or something. I don't know. Anyway, basically, this is kind of what we've asked for I guess, years at this point, where everyone was like, hey, why don't we play as the angels, or like some fallen angels or something? Literally doing that now, so that's incredible. I'm very stoked for this. And then the Pyreborne use powerful abilities of the dragons and their attendant drakes who have emerged from the gilded core. Whatever any of that means. Anyway, you play as dragons. They're pretty dope, I think. There's some that stand up, and there's some that look more draconic classically. It's very awesome, actually, from what I've seen. We also have 3 named clans here that have no information. It says Luna Coven, Underlegion, Lazarus League. Don't really know much. I can't actually see very well what these icons are here, if they would give any hints. The one in the Luna looks kind of like wings. This one, the Underlegion's got a bit of a hat to it. And then, I don't actually know, this is some kind of a spiral situation on the Lazarus League. The names are evocative a little bit, right? Coven suggests maybe witches. Underlegion, underground something or other, I don't know. Lazarus League. This reads very science-y to me, I suppose, but maybe not. I don't actually know. So anyway, we have a bunch of stuff here, and of course you can random as well. So great. So I will be just playing normal stuff here. We'll play the standard focus and things. I will show you all of the champions real quick that are revealed. We have this one here, which is a really cool looking angel. And then we have the dragon leader as well. You might notice if you've played Monster Train 1, the name of this cool looking angel is Fel, which is, if you're paying attention to any of the lore of the first game, it suggests something pretty strong that I'm a little bit excited about. So, because in the first game you fight Fel, and that means what? She didn't die, I guess, when we win the game, and is now, what, a fallen angel joined us? Great, awesome, very cool. The dragon here is Lord Phoenix, which is pretty cool. It's got it's Phoenix with an F, you know, pretty metal. Anyway, he looks awesome. I'm excited to play this guy on the channel for you too. But for now, we're going to start at the top, and I'm just going to play a run, and we're going to see what happens. I will be playing at Covenant Rank 1, so that's important. And, ooh, yes, the last thing I do want to talk about before diving into our actual run here is this selection. This is a new thing. This does not exist as far as I'm aware in any meaningful capacity in Monster Train 1. In Monster Train 1, your Pyre heart is the thing you're protecting. It's essentially it's in the tower defense sense, it's your tower, well, it is the base that you're defending with towers, and the towers are the units is the concept behind the thing. Anyway, it doesn't really do anything in Monster Train 1. It just kind of exists. Now that one exists here as well. It apparently is called the Proto Heart Cage. It's just got some good stats, right? Looks like a 35, 85, sure, whatever. But you can click this and select others. Now, the only ones we have right now are this one called Heart of the Pact, which I unlocked. And it says, after playing a card from your primary and allied clan, draw +1 next turn. And you get that ability in exchange for stats. So your Pyre Heart does less damage, has less health, but you're getting an ability out of it. And then, of course, there is a random option. I think If I'm being honest with you, in practice, I probably play this randomizing significantly. This is not a level of customization that I'm going to like, ooh, I want to play this clan combo and this thing. You know, I think random Pyre is going to be a pretty standard approach for me. But I'm anxious to see if any others exist. I'm sure they must. They wouldn't have introduced this system, just introduce only one. So the Heart of the Pack seems pretty good to me. If I'm looking at mechanics strictly, I mean, stats are great, but at the same time, Heart of the Pack seems pretty awesome. Just +1 card draw if we can successfully play both clans' cards. And I'm usually willing to make this trade on stats. So, okay, fair enough. Now, as far as this, I'm probably just going to randomize here because it's just easier. Although I kind of want to show off the new thing. I'll show off the new cool thing. All right, we'll do Heart of the Pact here. Great. So that's the run. That's what we're going to do. So yeah, I mean, let's get into it. I guess if you've never seen my channel before and you came here because Monster Train 2 demo is out, that's exciting. Welcome. I wasn't expecting this all of a sudden, but yeah, do like, comment, I guess subscribe if you're interested in new. Those things are cool. And well, I want to play a lot of this game. I have something like 4,000 hours in the first one, and I'm more than happy to put probably the same amount of hours into the second one. So this is exciting. Anyway, let's actually play a run and see what happens here. Okay, departing. All right, gosh, hope you're all doing well today. I am doing fantastic. I have not been, I don't know, I've just been so excited to this. I've played the heck out of this demo in order to make sure I knew what was going on so I could talk about it, and I'm very excited to show this off. So here we are. This run screen is very different from Monster Train 1. We still have a deck. Great cards exist. You can see similar things to before. We have the final boss, which is Seraph Eternus. Gosh, chosen of savagery. He has an ability that says your units enter with melee weakness 3. Pretty spicy, actually. That seems difficult. So we'll see. We have two other bosses. These are new. I don't recognize their names. You'll know if you played the first game, Seraph existed then, but now he's got a new name and he looks kind of janked up, so I'm assuming something bad happened to him. Anyway, we have Archean, Scion of Savagery. He draws his power from the defeat of his forces, becoming enraged at their failure. He has a new trigger. Triggers exist, so when an enemy unit dies on this floor, presumably that means our enemy unit dies, especially because it matches his description that says the defeat of his forces. So if we kill things with him on the floor, he gains rage, it looks like. Okay. And then Kale, Lord of the Cherubs. He's Heaven's leader of the Cherubs. He's been manipulated by the Titan of Dominion, and now even Heaven's workers are under the Titan's grasp. Great. He apparently has something called Nourishing Feed, his Cherubs, and he grant health and spikes to enemy units. Interesting. Spikes is spicy. That means things that, like, small, weak backlines are going to kill themselves, right? So we'll have to watch out for that. Also, he's giving health, which makes him a little more durable. So I guess we'll see what happens there, but interesting. We have the Pyre Heart. I selected the new one. I already talked about it, so I won't go over it too much. Heart of the Pact. When you play one card from your primary and allied clan, you draw +1. Additionally, Upbeat Warbler. We have the... What does he got? This guy does a Hymnist, so he's an enchant grant quick. Cool. That's neat. Fun. 2 cost, 2/2, 1 space. Great. Looks like a sick little... Look at this guy. He's a saxophone player. Big fan of this. Looks like lore tooltips still exist. This right-click functionality, I did discover this earlier on in the demo, is cool. Lets you zoom in and learn about tooltips and things. Pyreball, 2 cost, deals 30 damage to the front enemy. Explosive, new functionality. All excess damage is applied to each enemy unit. This reads a lot to me like basically Trample, but for spells. We've talked about the concept of Trample a lot in Monster Train 1, but basically the gist here is, yeah, you've got all sorts of cool stuff here. And the ability for it to hit an enemy in the front, pull one forward or something, blast them, and then send it. And then this guy is a 1 space, 1 ember unit, 5/5, Miser. He has a thing called Avarice. When a unit with Avarice deals unblocked damage, gain gold equal to the stacks of Avarice. He has Avarice 10, so he earns me money, I guess. pretty weak overall, not a very strong unit, but yeah. Looking interestingly enough, we start with a banner unit. Look at this. They have banners on the actual card borders, so you know what a banner unit is. Look, oh my gosh, they learned from all of their mistakes. I'm so excited. Oh, it's very good. All right, so we have this guy. I would suggest this makes our opener look a little weak, honestly, but we'll see. I'll show you around in here. We're in limbo right now, same as before, but you can see we go up into hell. So instead of the ring situation where we're going down, the floors look very similar to Monster Train 1 in terms of organization. You get 3 nodes most sides. It appears that things from the Monster Train 1 DLC, The Last Divinity, did not carry over. We do not have Divine Temples. We do not have Pact Shards. So that's an interesting evolution. They've apparently gone a different direction here. Then you can see the pit at the center of heaven is a giant swirling vortex of energy. Great, that's normal. But you can kind of see all of the other things here in terms of enemies. Great, Kale, good. Some banners placed around. There is, in the spoilers ahead of time, there's a new type of shop that is a merchant of arms here. So you'll see what this means when we get into it, and I recommend playing the actual demo yourself to get a sense for it, but there's these new kinds of cards called Equipment and Rooms. So this is apparently, I've seen these already because I've played this demo already, but this is a shop that lets you upgrade and interact with those new cards, which is cool. It's a completely new mechanic as far as I can tell. There's nothing really similar to it in Monster Train 1, so that's great. A lot of these are otherwise similar. You've got these things that they call Celestial Alcoves. It's like caves, right? It's an event. You've got dupes, you've got health, you've got money, all sorts of stuff. Looks pretty, I don't want to say standard fare. Some of the amounts have changed. The economy has certainly changed, but yeah. The concept of how you play the game is relatively similar. Now, because I've spent so much time just talking through this, I'm not going to go browse the entire map like I normally would while playing a run of Monster Train. This is also low covenant, so we're kind of just going to wing it and see what happens. So, great news. Other important thing on the UI that you might notice, top left, we see something called Dragon's Horde. This is a cool mechanic that the Pyreborne, our secondary clan here, has. This is apparently something you can stack up that carries over between combats, and when I want to, I can loot it. So I have none right now. The run just started, of course. You can view loot levels and see the sorts of things you can get from it. So, important to note here, basically this seems like the clan has a way of gaining money, artifacts, relics, all sorts of everything, all the way through. You can even go, if you can somehow, increase Dragon's Horde max to unlock. It's like, alright, great, I guess you can increase these numbers somehow. Presumably with, I don't know, artifacts maybe is my guess, but you can even get these boss artifacts. I can get Ember, Space, or Draw out of these. That's huge. And you get lots of money here. Really strong. So a cool UI, actually. It shows this pretty well. Currently, we obviously have none. But this is a, I guess, carryover mechanic baked into the clan. So, all right. We're going to look at our champion. Great. All right. So we have 2 options here. Vanguardian Unchained. Vanguardian, I've noted, is a revenge path. So, revenge, concept known from before. Basically, this is like, you get hit, thing happens. Valor, new mechanic here. This is a kind of like Rage. You gain damage per stack, but it doesn't tick down. And if you're in the front, you get armor up to the amount of Valor you have. So, pretty cool. So, your front unit wants to have Valor. And then you have a new mechanic, Shift, gain Valor 1 permanently. Permanent scalar on your champion, let's go. Very excited about this. So basically Shift is when this unit moves. This clan, it's not even a spoiler because you can kind of see it in their opening card. Just Cause has something called Advance, move to the front of the floor, apply Valor 2. You'll notice there's a lot of things that can make this work. I actually really like Unchained right now, so I'm going to click it because it seems very powerful. So let's try this. I also just love permanent scalars. You get a starting relic as usual, so great. Hellheart Trader's Quill. This is a returning one from the first game. We recognize this when you play a consume card, deal 30 to the front enemy. We have no consume cards. Hellheart, apply Pyre Gel 10 to enemy units that enter the top of your train. This is really strong. Pyre Gel is +1 incoming damage per stack. Great. So with that in mind, I'm going to click Hellheart. This just seems like way more synergistic. We'll probably play top floor anyway. You can, of course, still sell it if you don't like it. Let's combat this up and see what we get. Okay, new trial. This is not one I recognize from the first game. Draw -1 each turn. Pretty deadly, actually. We can offset this with our Pyre Heart, which is cool. So I feel like I take this no matter what. Got some new enemies. They got cool art. Great. They look like weird flesh-warped guys, I guess. So that's exciting. Not much to... you have healers and some things. Big champion, punchy guys. The stats on everything are completely different, so we're not going to go into too much detail on any of this. The floor compositions, everything. But what's this? Everyone, oh my gosh, a completely new mechanic. Banners, right? So every one of the cards in your deck that has a banner is drawn during this new phase called the deployment phase. You get extra Ember in your deployment phase. Notice how I get a bonus here. It shows up in the top left little drop down here. I noticed this is pretty cool. You can see the extra deployment Ember icon right below normal Ember. But basically, you play out all your banner units at first. The weird, bizarre, confusing banner mechanic from the first game that, we always had to explain to new players and it had no explanation whatsoever, completely gone as far as I can tell. I think if you don't play a unit here, they just draw normally, as if they were a normal card in your deck. So the mechanic essentially has completely changed on its end and is entirely about this. So exciting. We play all of these out, no enemies on the train, nothing we can interact with really. And yeah, so you play it out, cool. We get some starting, there's two types of train stewards. I didn't talk about this, but yeah, there's two train steward types. You've got a shield steward, which is a beefcake, 3 space, with a banner on it. So he's a banner train steward. That's exciting. And he's an 8 and 25. That's really strong, honestly. He's pretty good. Then you've got a spear steward. This is not a banner unit, importantly, so we will draw these later, and is a 14-3. So pretty interesting. It's 2 space, kind of closer to the OGs. There are no original train stewards, it appears. We have to have spears and shields. So cool. Now I'll probably put a shield here, up to 5, and then we'll play mid-floor with the other guys. There's so many things I want to talk about when it comes to this deployment phase, but I'm going to save it for another video because I want to actually play this run. Okay, so I cannot fit the Upbeat Warbler on most floors, but I'm heavily inclined to use Just Cause here to shift around because it's giving permanent valor. And then my fire starter, I'm going to just pop the healer in the back. Pretty threatening healer, by the way, 15 healing. So we want to get rid of that. Also triggers Heart of the Pact. So we draw our 5 cards this turn. Very exciting. We're going to keep doing some permanent valor angles. I do want to hit an enemy. It's better to ping this guy in the back, I think. I'm actually going to just play a Pyreball in middle here. Yeah, that way we do more damage to this guy before we get in. We do some unblocked damage, exciting. So that's great. I'm going to go ahead and continue shifting here. We're clearing top floor, have the collector stop the little guy in middle. Great news. Still managing to activate Heart of the Pyre every single turn. We have a boss. Note that one thing interesting here is, yeah, so this boss has like a cool effect. The visuals here look great. Just looks like a punchy guy, right? Nothing too crazy here, but yeah. Clearing top floor seems decent. I do want to work on bottom floor. I'm inclined to toss Pyre Gel on this boss so I hit him harder on my other turns. Right? Seems good. And then we will just spam the Just Cause up top. And I realize that doesn't activate my Heart of the Pact, so I only draw 4 here. We should be okay, right? Earned a lot of money there, though, which is very exciting. We're going to go ahead and shift repeatedly, and then we win this combat. Great news. Okay. Cool. We have victory. This Heart of the Pack seems pretty good to me. We get a clan pack. Whoa, so many cool things. So first of all, I'm not going to explain every single card we see, right? There's a lot. Open this up, play it, right? You know, I'm going to try to play this run and not spend an hour and a half explaining everything in the known universe. We'll play more, trust me. Anyway, I find an equipment card that has a cool revenge trigger on it that hurts an enemy. I have an equipment that can be equipped on enemies, a thing that does damage and selfless sacrifice. Advance, apply damage, shield 2. This seems really good here. It plays nicely into the shift that I'm already doing with my champion. I really like this shield though. Equipment is pretty cool. And this is like revenge. I'm going to actually take this shield. I want to show off this mechanic anyway. Alright, we get some other stuff. Let's see. Lava Flow, Lava Armor, Mind Cage. Lava Flow seems like a good low opportunity cost card. Happy to grab it. Lava Armor would also be, I guess, okay, right? It kind of conflicts, right? The thing about equipment, you can only have one on a unit, right? So if I have a main floor, I don't want to have Lava Armor and... right, Lava Armor plus this thing, it would conflict. So I'd have to find a way to make it work. Let's just grab Lava Flow here. This seems like a very nice low opportunity cost pickup. Cool. You get steel and magic shops as before. We get banners. Don't have strong feelings about this, but I think we're going to look at a steel shop. I just want to look there. I don't have a great unit to upgrade, but we'll see a banished banner, so that's cool. Steel shop, totally different. Behold, a new shop interface, right? 2 big upgrades, right? New upgrades, but also some returning favorites. We all recognize Frenzy Stone, ye old multi-strike. But you have 4 options, 2 normals, 2 bigs. Completely changes the math. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so with a multi-strike in the wings and a Titanite, which makes us take half damage, then let's look at this banished banner and see what we hit. Okay, so a shift. We have a battle dancer and a demonic fledgling. Demonic fledgling has a strike and a shift effect. And the Battle Dancer has a slightly stronger shift effect. Noting that the fledgling is kind of like, it looks a little bit like a mix of a demon here. He looks kind of cool. I actually like this guy, but he gets rage on shift and valor on strike. Pretty strong if we have a multi-strike baked in. I actually think I'm going to go for this Battle Dancer, however, given how much we're shifting already. I would like to lean more into the valor pickup here. So he's also a little more durable, which I think will help Fell, who is only 10 health out the gate. So we'll take this Battle Dancer. Great. I'm going to go ahead and give him a multi-strike, which I can pretty comfortably afford here. Very exciting. I can actually afford a reroll and try again. Alright, so we have Large Stone, which exists but is better now, noting that it's 50 health. 50 health is a huge swing here. Kind of crazy. We have Quick as well. Quick gives a damage buff now. Interesting. So I'm looking at this Greed Stone up here, Avarice 3. I'm pretty confident as long as we can make this guy attack a few times, this pays for itself, right? So I think we will click the Avarice thing. That seems reasonable. Valor 5. I don't know. I kind of want to... There's another one I haven't seen here, right, that I want to show you. So I'm going to leave here and we're going to see what we roll into. If I roll into it on another shop, we should be plenty fine into combat too. So, all right. -1 Ember per turn as a trial. Pretty spicy, actually. This one's kind of dangerous. I'm actually going to skip this, I think, because I would like to avoid hurting my permanent scaling on Fell. I gotta play all these just causes I see, so we'll turn that off. Move on. Alright, so angle now is we're just gonna pretty much play everything upstairs right now, and then we're gonna drop in some shield stewards on the lower floors. Great. Yeah, see, we're already gonna pay out a little bit from skipping that trial. I can now do like a triple here. Yeah, this guy in front is really looking good here. Like that a lot. One thing that's worth noting, these guys in back, these Sloven Knights, have a new trigger I'm noticing. It's called Vanguard. If they end up on the front of the floor, they get a big damage buff. So, worth keeping that in mind. I'm going to pop some of these guys. We're going to work on... Let's see, we easily kill this guy, right? I'm pushing 80 here, no problem. So let's lava flow downstairs and blow up this other friend. Sure. Okay, should be okay. Alright, we don't get a just cause here, but I'm pretty sure we can do a lot of good simply by Shield of Wing. Now, of course, the important thing is I haven't actually paid much attention to my Miser. I haven't given him the opportunity to swing yet. Our floors are actually just simply too strong, so I guess... I don't know the best way of trying to optimize this here, so we're just going to play this in back. I'm going to put that shield there. You can see the equipment. It's attached. Gives some stuff to this guy. It shows a little icon here when you hover over him, so you know what it is. Neat. And then I want to pop one guy just to get Heart of the Pact. Great. Cool. Okay. Boss is a big wall-looking dude. Cool. I will trigger Just Cause here. It's good. Guess I'm going to hit the bad guy in the back. Great. Alright, cool. We're clearing this. Looking decent. I think we have a pretty solid angle here. We're just going to go ahead and perma-scale. Pop the guy in back for Heart of the Pact. Great. I think what I want to do is move the Miser forward and then pull Fell forward. This way it's more likely the Miser gets the swing more times here, right? I think he's going to actually hit. Yeah, he hits a couple times. Good. We earned some cash out of that, I'm pretty sure. Great. Selfless Sacrifice, Rising Rage, Ascend, then Advance. This card is huge. This card is so good for this clan. It's an advance if nothing else, but it is an ascend if you want to overstack a floor. I'm a huge fan of that. Let's go crazy. Grab that card. Okay, Golden Touch is a ping that gives Dragon's Horde. I've seen this card before. I'm going to grab this because I want to show you Dragon's Horde. Also, secretly, I think it's really strong. So great. Now, obviously, I haven't seen the highest difficulty yet here. I don't know how these things pan out in the highest difficulty, whatever that number is. But, yes, I think we're doing okay. Now, the magic shop here would be pretty good. I do like that a lot. But I think I'm going to go to the Pyre. I don't need Pyre Remains. All right, we're not going to see a Merchant of Arms yet, okay? I'm going to show you the magic shop. This is crazy cool. You may remember removing Consume. Doesn't cost +1 Ember anymore. That's fun, so we like that. There's a new Smolder Stone. -2 Ember, gain Consume. It's actually a pretty good card. You can put that on a Pyreball, right? And then this thing is just free. That's super accessible. Big fan of that. And a 20 in Consume still exists. Those I'm assuming are still good, but, you know, I'll use one, yeah. Permafrost exists. I don't think we need it. Let's re-roll here. Holy Stone, this is new. Heal your Pyre equal to the spell's Ember cost. Fun. And then we have Spell Chain. So, Spell Chain you may remember from the DLC of Monster Train 1, which was you make a copy of it. Some new mechanics here. I've read about this already. Ephemeral, basically, if you don't play the Spell Chain copy, it vanishes now. Probably good for balance. I'm going to go ahead and put this on a Just Cause here, just so that I can now have a double trigger, which is huge. Great. Powerful, right? We'll look at this banner, see if there's anything cool I want to add. Steadfast Crusader is pretty sick. This guy has an advanced ability. I haven't shown you abilities yet. Gosh, there are so many mechanics. Let's grab this man. If I can ascend and advance him on the floor with Rising Rage, we should be good. Hit that cove, see what we run into. Oh gosh, we are shown a lot of stuff. Welcome back, Hef, I suppose. We get Hef's Hammer. Slay gain space on the floor. It's very similar to Wingmaker, if you recall. Yeah, that's a pretty strong one. A +20 attack is pretty decent here. I could put that on Fell and she could crush things. Or we could apply Fight Club, which puts +15 damage on top floor, like that. Spell Sanctum. Spells cost -1 Ember on mid floor. So, pretty cool stuff. I kind of want to take this hammer because that's a big damage buff, right? 20 damage and the slays for space. Now, I don't know if I need this space, right? But yeah, I guess I don't really need this space. Let's just take Fight Club, right? We'll play top floor, right? That's third floor install. Yeah, on the third floor. Great, let's grab that. Cool. Good job. Let's go. I'm not clicking. We're not reading the lore here. We're playing the video game. Let's move. Already got a big payout from the miser giving me gold. Let me afford all those things I was doing. All right, let's try to do what I was saying. So we'll put the two main guys upstairs with the miser, and then we'll put the crusader middle. You can note we no longer can fit the stewards now, so then we're going to draw them like normal cards, which is fine. Yeah, you can see they're not bad to play when we can. Now, I could advance an enemy and Pyreball out the floor, but I don't want to do this with Archeon on the floor. So let's just shift upstairs, and then we'll fire starter on the front dude, and then I guess I'll just hit him with the Pyreball here. Sure. Okay. This prevents him from scaling in a nasty way. This guy does damage equal to his current health on front. So if I slam here, I think he actually gets this kill, which might be really important. So let's do that. That is good. Now we do scale upstairs, but I think it's fine. I actually could clear this floor, but I really don't want to buff him to 28 damage. Good grief. I think I kind of would like to face tank here then. It's an interesting question. I wonder how impactful. That's a lot of damage to give him, right? 28? We might be okay if I can keep Fel in front upstairs. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's fine. Alright. I think it's okay. I got walloped there, but it should be alright. Okay, so I can now do Just Cause here. Unfortunately, I think we're losing our buddy boy on middle. We might be able to get out of it. Just Cause with the spell chain, very effective. Cool. She's staying afloat. I will earn some Dragon's Horde here. That's carryover, which I really appreciate. Heart of the Pack and everything else. Let's put some Lava Flow on the boss. We're already pushing 200 here. I feel pretty good about that. So I think we'll just slam him. See if I draw that Rising Rage in time to save our friend here. Alright, he is now on the floor. So let's ascend and do it. Great. And then we can give him the shield as a tanky friend. Great. Cool. I need to save his life, but we're doing our best. Alright, we get the power of, check this out, and then we use his ability, which is a clickable thing. I kind of glossed over this when I first did it, but I can click this and he does it. And that it also, this clan is so cool. Look at them, they're just like shifting all around like that. Let's get some Valor on the front friend here. Great. I'm gonna put, we're clearing the floor, let's put some Fire Starter into the boss. I'll play out the Shield Steward. Alright. I haven't been able to play this Hymnist friend that has quick, but it's fine, right? It's fine. I want more Golden Touch. Give me that value. Let's pull Fel forward. Great. Getting a lot of shift value here. We've done that 29 times, it looks like. Let's advance here. Then let's keep doing it. As long as they move on the floor, we're in good shape. And we're just going to keep blasting the boss here. I do think there's value in me trying to score some miser points, so maybe I shouldn't have been doing as much damage as I was. Maybe. I'm actually going to self-kill my own friend at this point for more Dragon's Horde, which I think is cool. And then let's do a pull here for permanent scaling. Yeah, I think we get some money, right? No, yeah, we got one hit. One hit in. Alright, doing great. My bad. I got a little too excited. Some good cards. Hell Furnace, increasing the stacks of Pyre Gel. Really strong, honestly. So I put that on top, and then it auto-triggers when they trigger Hellheart. Sanctuary. This is 2 damage shield to everyone. Huge. Consume. Superheated, doubling Pyre Gel. I can see Pyre Gel being a very strong mechanic here. So I'm very excited about that. We don't really lean into it here, but that's alright. Let's go with, I already have Fight Club upstairs, so let's grab Sanctuary here. some cool units. We see a rare unit exists. This thing looks awesome. Divine Dancer, shift, apply armor 5 to friendly units. Pretty huge. You can see strike, apply Pyrogel 8. This is a really good looking Magma Mauler. Avenger exists. I actually think I'm okay, right? I'm running out of Ember already in that phase, and I don't want to take more. I think we're good. If I can upgrade these people, I think we can really make them pop off. So let's skip here. All right. Now, some changes on the boss relics that I've noticed in previous runs. Hell's Flame, we get extra, you get an Ember in deployment as well as 1 Ember altogether. This is cool because it means you get +2 in the deployment phase. So you can play like a whole extra unit. Draw still exists as was, no change. But space is now +2. This is kind of huge, so that's exciting. I don't think we need that because of Rising Rage. Maybe I can draw that faster. I don't think we need Ember here. I think we just go for card draw and chill. We can see our Dragon's Hoard. I kind of want to loot this here. I have a shop coming up that I want to interact with. You don't have to do this right now. I can save it. It's a nice little reminder to do it. I can come up here and click the loot hoard on this icon that I showed you originally. I am going to go to the steel shop. I think it's important here. It's competing with a trinket shop. I am going to loot this thing, see what I get out of this thing. Hey, look, you get Dragon's Hoard on the first turn of battle. The Dragon Stone. Great. Cool, that'll pay for the Dragon's Hoard I just used. We get an armory, but let's look at the merchant first. Titanite is really good. I mentioned this before. I'm a big fan of it. I can put that on Big Tanky Friend, and that's pretty cool. Look at the armory real fast. Cursed Twin Blade. This is really powerful, right? This is a multi-strike equipment. I can put that on Fel and have her hit an extra time. Pretty huge. Let's grab this. I love the quick Swift Steel Dagger as well, though. That's a good one. Actually, all of these are good. Meat Shield gives you 15 health and restores health on turn end. Nice. Let's take that Cursed Twin Blade, though. That's nice. We get an upgrade here. Now, Unchained 2, the second level, doesn't really change her abilities. Gives her some baseline stats that I appreciate. We could take a pivot to an ability, Savior, which is an advance. That's kind of nice. But I think we want to go in on Unchained. The third rank here I've noticed is very strong. So we'll take that. Okay, I do want to buy something here, but I'm going to re-roll on this. I could take a large stone, actually, for this Steadfast Crusader. He likes having a lot of high health from his ability. And also the space doesn't matter here. Note the Smidge Stone exists. This is a new one. Reduce space to 1 and apply Fragile. How curious. I can see cases where this might be good. It's dangerous, but that's space efficiency, man. Let's re-roll this, see what we hit. Okay, we hit this one. I think this is super cool. Dual Stone. Dualism. Doubles the stacks of status effects applied by this unit. So I come up here and I put this, wait for it, on Battle Dancer, who has 1 multi-strike and 3 Valor, and the dude pops off 2 multi-strike, 6 Valor on shift. Huge. Huge value. So excited. Let's pay the money for Miser to get a little bit more too. Alright, great. I do think we should buy a removal. The first removal is pretty cheap, which I love. I'm going to cut one of these stewards that I don't want to ever play. And then we'll move on. Great. Need to try to get Miser to swing a few more times. I think we can take this trial. Reanimate is a cool functionality. When a unit is killed, it will be revived with 1 health and lose a stack of Reanimate. Very deadly for enemies, but I think we should be okay here. I do a lot of damage and I hit a lot of times. So, alright. Play it out the way we normally expect to. Get all the friends in there. Everyone's on the board. Great. I do get a golden touch. I will click that. I think the Dragon's Hoard carryover is well worth it. Play Just Cause, advance, get Heart of the Pact. Great. Cool. Let's actually Rising Rage here. And then let's pull some folks around. I want to just use his ability because it is very strong here. And then we can keep shifting around. This guy in the front, Adamant Shield Bearer, has a very strong incant that saps our floor. So let's be careful about that. I don't want to sap my floor out. Bottom floor collector, by the way. A thing. Clearing top. Let's get money, because I like money. Let's clear the guy on middle. I'm not playing the twin blade. I don't need to. Let's get rid of this curse. Great. We clear this, which is good. Alright, I wish to advance here, but I don't want to trigger this man's incant, so I can actually... Oh, I can't really clear it because he has reanimate. Okay. Let's lava flow middle so I can ping out the guy in back. Let's Pyreball downstairs, play the curse, and I will put the shield train steward down. I think we have this in control. Great, good. Play out the curse. We'll play Just Cause a whole bunch. Seems good. Yeah, this should be fine. I'm thinking about if I want to play the Cursed Twin Blade. I do not think I need to. Alright, fine. Great. Okay. Top floor. Let's push here. And then I can Golden Touch him out. Although I think just a normal fire starter is better. I'm going to take this curse so I can get the Dragon's Horde downstairs. I think is worth it. This boss has a harvest ability, I just noticed. So we got to be careful about that. I can't pop this guy in back. I guess I could deal with it if I advance it with Just Cause, but I really think my own personal scaling is the most important thing I could do here. So I'm going to take this damage in exchange for everything else. Golden Touch. I want money. Great. Get rid of the curse. Let's not push this any further. I'd like to try to get as many miser hits as I can. Don't get a lot. We're quite strong as it turns out, but that's okay. If we're winning, it's not a big deal. Blood-soaked arena. Friendly units gain 7 Valor on Slay. Man, that's really good, actually, huh? Demonize. Apply melee weakness 3 for 2. It's pretty strong, too. These are all good cards. Blood-soaked arena, I'd feel a lot more excited about if I didn't already have the Fight Club, which is quite powerful. I guess I could put it on another floor. I'm going to take this Liquid Courage. Armor 20, Valor 5. Seems pretty efficient. Pyroclasm, Soul Smelter. Now we're cooking, right? Soul Smelter, slay, gain 1 Dragon's Horde. Absolutely, this is the pop-off, right? There's a Whelp here, too. He's got an ability. Let's loot this. I want to get the Relic. When you equip a friendly unit, apply Conduit 4. It's good because that's magic power in status effect form. When a unit gains Pyrogel, it gains +1 stacks. Wow, that's also very strong. And I'm getting it guaranteed from Hellheart. Or Flaming Talons. When an enemy unit ascends, they gain Pyrogel 2. This feels stronger to me, right? Just gain free Pyrogel. They're both on par. These are nuts, right? I want them both. Hellfire Bellows helps my fire starters, but I think the Flaming Talons will represent the most value here, so fine. Okay, Steel Shop again. Yeah, I want to upgrade my beefy lad, and I get a dupe here, which is cool. Another dualism? I don't think I benefit from that on the Crusader here. Endless? Nah, I'm going to reroll here, it's fine. Large Stone is fantastic for the large man. Big fan of this. He gains tons of health. Great. Wonderful. Quick. Don't feel like I need that. I could give him Valor and then not have to think about this too much. I'm sure we'll see another Steel Shop. Looks like there's one with a good Vortex coming up. So, the Armory, another Twin Blade Hall of Mirrors. I haven't seen this before, but that card text looks insane. Create a copy of friendly units on summon. What? Okay, sure, but -2 space. Alright, this is nuts. And then Enchanted Chamber +12 magic power. That's, Mollusk Mage in absolute shambles over here, right? Remember Mollusk Mage? This is Mollusk Mage, but better. It gives +12 for 0, and it doesn't take up, a space on the floor? He actually might be good now with the change to the space on the boss relic. I wouldn't know, but that would be cool. Too bad. Oh, it's funny. Rip in peace, Monster Train 1 guys, I guess. It's okay. You know, they don't exist, so I suppose that actually works out well, right? Like, you want to keep that functionality around. It makes sense that something like this would exist, right? So, alright, cool. I don't know if that's helpful here. We have a few things that do damage, but I could play it on a lower floor, technically. Hall of Mirrors seems insane, but I'm not really benefiting from this late. You have to play your units after the fact, which is... I don't know. Maybe if I could play this before I play my units, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Another Twin Blade is fine, but I already kind of have my equipment in a good state, I think. I think we'll grab the chamber, actually. I'll do something with it. It'll be fine. I'm going to leave this slot open. I'm probably buying a removal, but I am duplicating the Just Cause that I gave a spell chain. That's pretty powerful for scaling. Let's do it. And then let's purge some more stewards, which are getting in my way. I'm going to cut 2, I think. The other thing that's probably I'm forgetting here is I don't have a covenant that's increasing the cost of everything, so everything feels very cheap to me here, but I guess that tracks, right? We haven't seen where is it? All the covenants. By the way, I don't know if you all noticed, remember my more boss information mod? It's here! They just saw the mod and were like, let's do it. I'm so excited about that. I don't have to make a mod for Monster Train 2. It's incredible news. Alright. Okay, what are we doing? Same normal strat here, I think. Play out our lads and see it. Now we get a huge turn here, actually. I get Just Cause twice, which is huge. Noting that the spell chain copy doesn't cost extra now, which is crazy. I'm going to go ahead and put Cursed Twin Blade in the back, actually. I'd like him to earn me money. And I think we're winning anyway, so whatever. Part of the pact. I'm going to go ahead and blast this. Actually, I don't have to. I can ascend him out. And then we can Just Cause and play a Shield Steward, and that's a decent turn. Okay. Now here, I want to use the Crusader to kill the guy that prevents me from... that would incant me. I want to use Golden Touch on a lower floor for scaling. I give up the Soul Smelter, though. I wonder if that was correct. I suppose I can find out, because guess what exists that I was introduced to recently in the demo? An undo button. Wait for it. We're all so excited for this. I go back to the beginning of the turn, and I can now decide to Soul Smelter instead, which should earn me way more cash here. So that's huge. Now I'm still going to kill this man in front so that I can bring Fel forward. I think it's worth it, but you know, fair enough. We don't get a kill there. We should easily cap out at the maximum if I play my cards right. Let's play it middle here. What's happening up here? I would like to get some... yeah, this character in front gets all the kills, which is really good. I want to make sure to get Dragon's Horde scaling here, so that's worth it. Let's blast some things. We kill some dudes. I guess I could kill some guys, but I don't want to. I've sapped my Train Steward to Oblivion, but he's dying anyway. I want to get these kills in front, so I'm not going to Just Cause here. Yeah, Dragon's Horde. Let's make that number go big. And now I'm inclined to just press end turn here a couple times, right? I think that would be cool. I'll put the item on Mr. Tanky Friend, and then we just sit here. Although I am going to play a fire starter for the Heart of the Pact, right? This is just money. Great, right? All I want is huge money here. I guess it's probably worth it to click the Golden Touch. You should get 2 slays here, and then we should be good, right? I think. I get 2, which will cap me at the 8. Yeah, great. Excellent news. Now we go ham. Now I do the whole thing and start doing big scaling again, because I've earned everything. I'm actually going to bring Miser forward. We should draw another one of those, right? Yes, so we can protect him. Good. Let it sit. I want to try to farm cash on this. Okay. That's some decent money earned. It's like an extra couple hundred gold before I get the money from the trial. Incredible. Some more cards. They're all really good. Be gone, retreat the front enemy, apply melee weakness 1. Incredible. Another bird. I don't think I can fit this bird. I like these birds though. Look at this guy. This guy's jamming. I think he's awesome. I love that. And another shield. I think we skip here. On the one hand, I want to like show all the cool cards, but we'll have a chance to do this. I don't want this episode to be too terribly long. Let's loot everything here. Gain Ember, Whelps, apply Pyre Gel. I'm going to take the Pyreborne insignia for Conduit. That seems useful. We saw that before. Look at this. Volatile gauge changed. When you draw any non-champion card, its cost is randomized between 0 and 3. Draw +2 each turn. Ah, it's useful again. I'm very excited. I'm not taking it here because I have so many 0-costers that I don't think this will numerically work out in my favor. But I can do Chain of the Valkyrie, though. That's pretty cool. Valor, Rage, and Regen. Or Cleansing Water, which still exists and is probably okay. Let's try this new chain thing. I like it. Double relics there and a ton of money. Feeling good about that. Merchant of Magic and a dupe. Let's go to this workshop here. I want to show you this mechanic. So there's a cool thing here. You can... This sells you cards, which is totally new to the concept of Monster Train, buying cards. You can merge equipment together. I was kind of holding off on sharing this until we could see it. So you can see now I could do Soul Smelter and Cursed Twin Blade, keeping in mind that the Ember costs merge as well. And there is a deployable upgrade here, which is very neat. This one is... basically, it puts it in the deployment phase with you. So we don't have a lot of Ember for this, so I kind of don't want to go too ham here. But I do think a merge is pretty good. I actually think we have enough money. I can just make the Enchanted Chamber on turn 1. There's no reason not to. It's free. So let's click that. I can do a reroll here as well. Right, yeah, great. So I can now do... Oh, that equalizing rings thing looks kind of... crazy, huh? I can put that in a Cursed Twin Blade, and I guess the downside doesn't happen, right? This unit's attack is equal to its max health. I actually think the right play here, though, is I'm going to take Meat Shield, and I'm going to merge that onto the Shield of Wing here, because it's only 3 cost in the end. Right? You can look at it. It's only 3 cost in the end, and it does both effects, and the healing and extra health will be very good for his ability. I'm going to purge. I want to get rid of another Train Steward. We have tons of cash. I also think we can purge again and get rid of a Fire Starter. Seems decent. Get rid of some starter cards. Looking pretty good overall. I get to look at an event, see what we hit. Train stops before a Wondrous Box selection. Interesting. I can pack spells into a small box, pack units into a big box, and then I can just take a box that gives me random stuff. I don't know if I want random stuff. Sure, why not? Let's get random stuff. You know, I don't know. Maybe it'll show me a card I haven't seen. Alright, let's move. I could have afforded more, but we're saving it because there's no reason not to. This dude is cool. This Kale guy, look at his art. Oh, I can't show it to you. 1 second. I'll show it to you in a second. Hold up. Where is he? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's cool. He's got little guys carrying him, and he's got like 8 arms. Awesome. What is this? Payoff. Convert Pyre. Gain Pyre health for each Dragon's Horde. I haven't seen this card. This card's good. Oh, I can heal myself with Dragon's Horde. I kind of want to save that now. He's doing 20 damage. So with that in mind, I can't actually pull my other guy forward, interestingly. Huh. Okay. Fair enough. Ooh, I guess I could actually if I Liquid Courage first. Yeah, that's the right way. Then he can... Yeah, okay, this works. Alright, good job. Okay. Neat. Alright, you got a lot of little cool dudes. Everything's great. I'm a huge fan of this. I kind of want to ascend my guy up, but I don't have enough Ember for everything. I'm going to ascend the guy up, and then we'll do big scaling here, I think. I'll save the punch for next turn. Cursed Twin Blade. I'm putting this again in the back. I want to try to farm out cash. I'm greeding here. I like money. Ugh, am I getting curses? I am. We hate curses. What is this? Dragon's Breath. Big AoE attack. Okay, that's cool. I'm just getting a bunch of stuff from this large box. Great. Let's charge. And then let's just cause... Oh no, she's dying. Wait, that's illegal. Wow, she's passing away. Can I save her? Yeah, I can save her. I was gonna say I can also undo. This is so good. I can undo. It's incredible. I don't have to... No more restarting anymore. Fantastic. She lives. Great job. I guess she lived with 1. That's crazy, the math. I didn't even check. I'm going fast. All right. We get Soul Smelter. I want to play that for sure. Discordant Toll. Let's pull some things around. Man, this floor is doing a lot of damage. All right. We're okay. These floors, the spikes is killing it here. Wow. All right, we get some slays, we get some money, a real good farming turn there. Great. Need to pop enemies, but I want to stop these curses actually. So let's really do that. And then let's pull some things around here. Sure, good. Scaling is your friend. We get some slays. Great, we're up to 6. This Soul Smelter is incredible, right? Oh, alchemy, that's fun. I can charge here, but there's no reason to. Sure, let's just get slays again. Great, we're up to max. Fantastic. I should farm some cash here as well. Let's go ahead and play that merged equipment. I would like... I can't have this guy in front, actually. So what we will do is I will pull Fell forward, and this will be the state of it. I'm not getting this puncher because I guess I don't need these slays, do I? Yeah, sure. Blow that man up. That's fine. Great. Sure. A lot of money coming in there. Great. Okay, we've almost pre-relentless killed the boss, and I've farmed an absolutely... What is it? Penitent's Death Suit. Melee weakness. I don't want to put this on the boss. I actually would like the boss to, you know, do fine. What is this? Deadly Plunge? Good grief. It's huge. I can just blast that guy, but... Let's see. We should be okay. Yeah, I'll take the 85 armor on my front guy here. This should be good. Great. I don't think we're farming more cash. I'm just going to chill, right? Just chill. It's fine, because I really want to try to see if I can get money. Let's play Sanctuary here. Seems decent. Okay. Cool. Great. Exciting. Press end turn. Actually, no. Play Payoff, because it heals me. Incredible, right? I don't think we're making any money here. I can maybe do this. Hold up. I go... Just Cause in front, and then he charges. Okay, wait, we actually earned some cash here, which is good. Great, I made like, I don't know, 20, 50 bucks from that for free. Some more cards. I don't think I need things. I think we just draw cards here, right? We're good. Our strategy is solid. Actually, I'm going to take Ember. I'm creating a bunch of random cards here, and that seems good. Hoard everything. Sure. Units gain +3 and +3 for each upgrade. Or I can get higher Dragon's Horde. Let's do that. I want that. Capricious Reflection, welcome home. Ooh, interesting. Vola's Tuning Fork. Spell cards without upgrades are cheaper. This is crazy good, right? Yo, it's so strong, actually. Look at our deck. Everything is now free that I haven't upgraded. All right, let's go to the right here. We should just be cruising at this point, right? Final Unchained. Cool thing, I skipped over that because I'm going fast. At Valor 50, gain Multi-Strike 1. We're at Valor 81 right now, which is great. Titanite on the Crusader is the play. Incredible rolls. And I think we just buy removals now, and we're happy with it. I can just cut some cards I'm not really playing. Oh, these Warblers should go, right? The Warblers should super go. I'm actually going to cut the other Warbler here with some money. Great. All right, moving on. I think we've got this. Now I'm just kind of pushing the buttons and feeling it out, so that's exciting. And this is cool. I gotta be real with you. This feels good. This is some Monster Train action. Round 2. Huge fan. Permanent scaling. Money. Soul Smelter. Cool. We're going crazy. Now, worth noting, I've noticed this guy before. Terrifying Amalgam. If you have no units on the floor, on resolve deals 5 damage to the Pyre. Actually very scary. This guy's just going to hit me because I have nothing on the floor. So, something to keep in mind there. But, all the same, no big deal. Wings Radiance. Sure. Right? Sure. Oh, I understand, right? It's getting a -1 from Vola's tuning fork here. I was wondering where that +1 was coming from. It's actually huge. I'm going to put it on this 450 health enemy, which I think I'm not actually afraid of. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually afraid of this. I kind of want to allow enemies to come up and hit me. Okay, I would like to kill the guy downstairs, earning some excess cash. Big fan of it. Let's try to pull Money Guy forward if possible. Kind of ish anyway. I'm going to give him some armor. Great. If I could somehow earn money, that would be cool. I do need to get up to 10 here. So let's try very hard to scale this appropriately. Yes. Alright. Do I want to earn... I can ping a guy downstairs and earn that cash anyway, so it's not too bad. I could pull him forward. He doesn't die because he has damage shield here, so he does get to swing right now, which is cool. So we'll let that ride. I wanted him to hit, so money. We're taking a lot of damage from these guys. They're actually quite dangerous here. Oh man, this floor is actually doing it to me a bit. There we go, we're clearing it. I have what? I have enough that I could reassemble the exact same current floor configuration and be okay. Yes. Great. Cool. We clear it. We earn some money. We're so wealthy. And I have max Dragon's Horde again. We're kind of out of control, actually. I feel like we've gone nuts. We've achieved what I would like to describe as transcendence, is the way I normally call this. Pull the man that gives money first forward. There we go. Want dollar bills. Yes. Money. Money. It's good. It's so good, in fact. I don't really need to do anything here, right? Correct. I don't need to do anything. I can send that guy out and just blow him up off floor. I have max dollars here. I guess I can actually let this ride, right? Earn some cash on this one man here. I'm okay with that. This guy stands no chance, right? Yeah, no chance. Cool. Great. Cash. Do you live? Yo, you live. It's actually huge. I will give up some permanent scaling for cash. Will I? Maybe. I can actually probably shuffle this around pretty comfortably and still maintain everything, right? Yeah, actually we're super fine. I get all of the best of everything. Great. And we let it ride. Great. Steal money from this. Cool. We earned like 600 gold from that in exchange for 30 damage, which is fine, right? This Liquid Courage card is insane now that I've gotten this tuning fork, so let's click that again. And then I'm just going to skip these other things. I guess I could have taken that Make It Rain card, which uses your money to do damage. It's kind of cool. Anyway, we're going to loot this 10 Dragons Horde now and go completely off the chain. Right? Spells gain damage. I don't know. Dragons do more? I don't think so. Equipping a unit decreases its cooldown. It's at least useful when I upgrade the heavy guy, right? We'll take it. Sure. Okay. When you damage your own unit, reduce its cooldown. Spells. I'm not upgrading cards now because of this tuning fork. I guess we'll take the Ember charge for Ember 2. What is out of control? Odie's Totem is plus Ember with a reduction in deployment Ember. We always love that Ring 7 Capricious Reflection. I guess I grab Pyrestone housing? Sure. I can go to a steel shop, right? I didn't actually look. Okay, I can't actually go to a steel shop. This has done nothing for me. Well, alright. I forget this is the new thing, right? You're not guaranteed any shop now because you could get a Merchant of Arms. So, whoops. Go grab some Pyre health, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Do I care? Probably not. Let's just go to the left and get strong. Forgotten boons. I have tons of cash. When an angel moves, it gains Valor 2. That just helped my angel, right? Yeah, okay, great. That seems good. We'll take it. I kind of can just afford everything, right? But none of these don't function. These don't do anything for me. Okay, reroll. When you equip a unit, apply damage shield 2. Yes. On deployment phase, draw a room card from your deck, reduce it to 0. I think this doesn't actually do anything because our only room card is already 0. Alright, fair enough, fun. Let's go ahead and do a bunch of upgrades here. Holdover. I don't even know what I want to do. Double stack. I guess I double stack one of these. That seems decent. And I can give it the -1, right? Because if you put a -1 in one of these, normally it does nothing right now. It's funny. But I can make this cost 1 here. It's a pretty good card. I'll take it, sure. Holdover, I don't know. I guess we just run around with $1 billion, right? Just run around with obnoxious amounts of money. I guess I might as well put it inside of one of these just causes, I suppose. I guess I can just remove cards instead, right? I think that's the play. Just buy what we want and then cut it. Yeah. -1 in intrinsic. It's actually huge. Actually such a good pickup. I can, like, super upgrade things. Spell chain something here. What do you want to spell chain? Not actually sure. There's no -1 here. Let's just buy removals. I want to cut every fire starter here. We'll start with that. All the ones that are not consumables anyway. That's good. Bought everything I could reasonably. The dupe here, I think, is... I want to put another one of these Battle Dancers in play. This should be cool. Now that I have the Ember to play it. The Spell Chain. What is the Spell Chain? I'll put a +10 magic power in. I guess they're all consuming, huh? Doesn't really matter. I'll put an intrinsic on this Sanctuary and then toss the Spell Chain at it. It's pretty good. 4 damage shield. Reasonable. +10, I guess I'll buy it. Right? You should spend the money. Cool. We're moving on. We're doing it. Monster train time. Let's go. Alright. Okay, what do we have? I didn't show you how cool Seraph looks, by the way, so be on the lookout for that when he spawns in. Oh, right, we're starting with melee weakness. I should be careful here. Right. Look at this guy. He's huge. He's so bulky. I love it. What is this card? Devilish Details. Gain 3 Dragon's Horde, but I trade 10 Pyre health for it. It's pretty good. Alright, let's Soul Smelter it up here. I have a lot of Ember. Let's go ahead and pop enemies that are scary. I want to get rid of that Sweeper, maybe? That Sweeper is really threatening. Yeah, let's get rid of him. I do need to try... Yeah, I want Fel to end up in front here, so that's important. I want to put... Yeah, I want to put that Battle Dancer in front here. And I want to play Damage Shield on my all my floors. And I guess I kind of will play the Devilish Details. I don't know if I want to take this damage. It's kind of not a good card here. The Dragon's Horde I don't think does anything at this point, right? It's not like I can't use it in combat. I think it's dead. We'll just let it sit. Great. Okay. Goal is... Oh, okay, I'm going to ascend this one up. That's good. I want to get armor onto my front people now. So let's prioritize that first. Punch this guy for sure. I'm going to blast middle, I guess. I get the liquid courage here. Let's put it on the other friend here. And then I'll give this one the cursed twin blade, which does so much. Oh my gosh, all of it got doubled? What? Oh, the dualism. Whoa, he got 2 multi-strike from that. Yo, that's huge. Okay, alright. Incredible. This guy's gotten walloped here. I need to see if I can save him. Alright, well, I think we're just going to go completely ballistic here, right? We just completely slam the boss, I think. I'm pretty sure. I guess I'll give a Shield of Wing to this one. Because I've got it. I guess I could put this on middle, actually, and save this guy. Ooh, it refreshes his cooldown, too. We'll do that. Yeah. It does a lot of good work for him, actually. So, cool. Put some armor in back here. I'm going to pop this guy in middle to push extra damage through. Yeah, we're pushing 1,000-something to Seraph here. I'm pretty confident he is going to pass away now. In fact, if he goes middle again, I might just send him to the ether. I'm going to rise my friend on the floor. We're going off. We have figured it out. Incredible news. And then we're going to buff this guy and kick him forward. Love that for us. Alright. If he goes to middle, I think he's dying. Or top. Oh yeah, buddy, you're not having a good day. Alien weakness to everyone? Yeah. Just Dragon's Breath card? Yeah, click it. Alright, we're out. Look at this, got him. Alright, good job. Very cool. Doesn't stand a chance to my floor. This is so much fun. This seems strong, right? This is a very powerful floor I just created. Wow. But at the same time, I feel like this might just be Covenant 1 talking, right? My suspicion is this is the same way that like a normal Covenant 1 run feels of Monster Train 1. You can get some crazy strong stuff, feel powerful. Let's go to the run summary here. This is actually, I literally just noticed this. What is this? Locked in demo, play endless. Oh my gosh, they have an endless mode. Oh, I want to play endless mode. Whoa, what? Okay, hold up. Wait, is this what I think it is? I think this is just, you keep playing the run, right? That's crazy cool. Ooh, I want to try that. Let's go to the run summary, though. I want to look at this real quick. Looks very different nowadays, but all right, great. So, Fel ends with 127 permanent valor. That is a strong card. Now, I did lean basically my whole run around it, so that's cool. This dualism business is so much fun. Make another one of those, jam it on the floor, have a good day. And, yeah, this is pretty powerful. I feel like I had a really strong run here, so interesting. But yeah, interesting. All right, so with that in mind, it's like, okay, what can I say about this? There's so many cool things going on with like the equipment, the shift effects. I love that mechanic so much. I'm having such a good time with this. So many relic artifacts available. Got everything going on here. Some of this stuff I could see getting like changed a little. I don't know. This is a demo, right? The game's not out yet. I don't actually know exactly when to expect that, but regardless, the game's not out yet, so some of these could change. They all, man, all these relics seem really good though. Like they all were doing like making impacts. So a lot of big swings here, which I really appreciate. The game feels like a Monster Train, but different, which I really like. It still has the same vibe, but otherwise is really cool. So awesome. Fantastic. Great. Incredible. All right. I mean, that's Monster Train 2. We're going to be playing a whole truckload of this. Whatever I was going to do in my normal series, not happening. We're doing this instead. We're just going to play the demo a whole bunch, and I want to try out different stuff. So, incredible. Go team. Fantastic. And that's Monster Train 2 in a demo. So, incredible. As always, I'm always glad to have you all here. I didn't prep an outro for this or anything, but if you like this stuff, man, I'm playing these games. So go ahead and subscribe, I guess. You'll find more content for it. And yeah, hope you all have a great one. So take care, all right?